Good morning, friends. It has been a while since I've come on and done my whole face, so I thought I'm getting ready for my son's birthday party today. His birthday was like a month ago. I'm just like cleaning out all the gunk from my eyes right now, so I don't have to worry about it later. So if you are watching this, just comment hi so I know that you've watched my video. Still drinking my coffee. I love this. What does it say? Messy bun, on the run, favorite tea, caffeine, mama life. Perfect, right? Okay, let me know what you are up to this Saturday. I am going to actually start with my setting spray and my travel perfector. And I'm always stressing travel perfector because you guys, this is the best. It just seriously is. I was not one who used a blending sponge at all. Mine is damp. I'm just like running it. I'm even like, I don't know if you can see, I'm going like this on my pants to get it really, really like get all that all that moisture up. But it's really good. So if you do not have a good sponge, this is just, it's so good. I don't know what it is. I wish I knew like how they made it differently than our gray ones, but it's so good. It's still in stock. It's actually $2 cheaper, and you get this case right now too, and I pack it all the time. So I'm starting out by just putting my setting spray all over to help keep my makeup stay put all day. It is an optional step. You don't have to use it, but I really do like putting that down first sometimes. Okay, so then I'm just going to, combing out my lashes, and then I'm going to start out by curling my lashes. I like doing that so I don't get like, from using this, I don't get marks and stuff where I've already done my makeup. There's one, I was watching a video and they're like, of course it was catchy, like one step you are missing with your lashes. And it was combing them out before you curl them, before you put your mascara. And I seriously have found that that makes a difference. So if you have like an extra couple seconds, comb out your lashes before you curl them, before you put mascara on. It just gets any extra little residue that maybe you had on from the night before from your mascara. It helps if your lashes got tangled up or whatever, but I have found that that is a good step. And so we do have that line brush that has the spoolie on the end, so that's what I just always use. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my main foundation color. You guys, I took this and this when I traveled for San Diego. That is it. I have my 3 layers. If you guys do not have your makeup into one compact yet, you're missing out, seriously. And then I do have this hard compact that I like to keep extra eyeshadows in because, you know, I have like all the colors. Quick story. I'm going to start my makeup and tell you about this compact. So it is hard. Wow. Compared to this is cardboard. It's like a very nice hard cardboard, but this is a hard compact. And I really like keeping my eyeshadows in there. And honestly, I wasn't sure, like, is it going to protect my eyeshadows better when traveling or not? Here's a quick story to prove that, I don't know, maybe I'm just really lucky. But so I always keep my makeup in my carry-ons because I don't want, I mean, you guys have seen what they do to check luggage, right? They just throw it on the conveyor and yeah, I'm not chancing my makeup. Everything is TSA approved with Seint. So you could take it on, carry on. You don't even have to like put any of it in like a quart size bag. It's so nice. But I had that compact in my travel bag, in my carry-on like hard suitcase. Okay. So I had that in there. And it actually fell twice. Once when we had our Uber driver and everything was in the back of the van, like just piled up. There's like 4 of us girls with all of our luggage, right? So he stopped and he opened up the back like hatch, is that what it's called? And my my carry-on suitcase was on the top and it fell. It was like boom, boom, boom onto the ground. And then So that fell, and I was like, oh gosh, my makeup, right? Then when we were trying to, good morning, Christina. I'm telling the story about this. Christina was like, I think I'm going to have to spend all of my party perks on replacing your eyeshadows. Girl, it could have been that Uber driver, right? Okay. So then Christina and I were heading up to our room, and you know how like the floor is kind of carpeted? Well, I have the really nice fancy like spinner wheels on my suitcase. Well, I couldn't get it. It wasn't working. And then you have like that little threshold to get into your room, and we're like pushing it. And Christina pushes it or pulls it, I don't remember. And my carry-on down to the floor. And I'm like, oh gosh, you guys, my makeup is broken. Well, I should say my eyeshadows, right? I was very nervous about it. So we're like, okay, let's check this out. I open up my bag. And I grab this hard thing. And right now you don't hear anything, but they were moving inside. Like you could hear that like the magnet had actually like released a little bit. And I was very nervous. I was like, this is going to be a hot mess. I open it up. You guys, I just showed you. They were all safe. So I don't know. Was it luck? Was it this hard case? I'm going to say it was the hard case that protected it. But they all survived. They survived the travel, the fall, all of it. But anyway, so long story short, my point was that having all of your makeup in that one compact that's TSA approved, and then also if you want extra eyeshadows, if you're like me, you're like, I don't know what I'm actually going to wear. I like putting it in that hard case. That is the aisle 20. Yeah, aisle 20. So I can fit 20 extra eyeshadows in there. We also do have the aisle 49, which is that big compact like this, but it's this size instead. So it would hold, so it'd be that hard case with the huge mirror, and then you'd fit 49 eyeshadows, or you can do mix and match. I know some ladies have been traveling just with the hard case 49, and then putting all of their makeup in there, like their main foundation, their eyeshadows, their Illuminators, all of that stuff. Okay, so I just did my highlight and my contour. I got to keep watching the time because I don't want to be late. We're going to have little 6-year-olds, 5 and 6-year-olds come by. Their parents are dropping them off, and he wanted to go see the new Super Mario movie, which I've heard is actually like really good. I grew up playing Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo. And, oh, I got a story to go with that, actually. I just thought of it. So back in, I want to say this was like 3rd grade. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in 3rd grade. Okay, so I was kind of labeled I was kind of grouped in like the smart group. I don't know, the nerds. I was kind of a nerd a little bit, I guess. But I did well in school. And I was just a good kid. I didn't get in trouble. So, and I worked hard to get good grades. School didn't come easy to me. I just learned how to work hard. Well, anyway, because I was kind of in that like nerdy group, right? Like the girl nerdy group, that kind of thing. There was a kid, I still vividly remember this. I could even tell you his name, but I'll tell you because you guys know his name was Kyle. And he was like, do you even play video games? Because back then video games was like more of a boy thing, I think. It was kind of, I feel like more and more lately, you know, girls and boys, you know, there's so much more like girl power and like we are equal to men, right? But back then when I was in elementary, it was like girls are Barbies, boys are video games. Anyone else like feel the same way? Well, anyway, I had a Nintendo. I was dang good at it. I would stay home in the summer. I played Donkey Kong 64. I mean, I was a video game person. We would go to the arcade. And so anyway, he asked me that question. And in my head, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, of course I play video games. So I was just like, yeah. But it's funny how you get like stereotyped that like girls don't play, or like just because you're like one of the smart girls, like you don't play video games. And I was kind of offended, even in like 3rd grade. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, so I just did my main foundation, And now I'm taking that Travel Perfector that had that setting spray. And I'm just dabbing this all over to kind of do an extra little set, but I'm also picking up any extra, and you can tell I don't have much. Oh, there's a little bit of excess foundation and who knows where. I definitely like to go around my eyes and my nose in case I put a little extra foundation on. Okay, so we're going to go see that new Super Mario Brothers movie with my son. That's why we're celebrating like with his friends so late because the movie didn't come out until like the beginning of April, and then we had Easter, and then we had my San Antonio trip, and then Brian had to work and all that stuff. So anyway, this was the weekend we could do it. So they're all coming here in the next 20 minutes. I am looking for more like corally colors, and I want to show off some corally colors to you guys. Okay, this is Seint. So if you like corally colors, this is one for you. I usually wear it more in the summer when I have a tan, but it's really pretty color, and I like to matchy my stuff, so we're going with it. But I've heard really good things about the movie, especially for people who grew up, you know, us adults who grew up playing Mario Brothers, or nowadays Mario Bros. Does that bother anybody else, you guys? All the kids these days say Mario Bros, Smash Bros, right? And my husband and I are always saying to the kids, like, it's brothers. It means brothers. And they're like, no, it's BROS. And we're like, but it's brother. I don't know why that bothers us, but we're just like, So this is Seint Tropez. It has such a pretty just coral undertone, and I'm really just going to build it up. And you can see why I think it would look so pretty in the summer, because it's just a really pretty color. This is actually really nice for going in like springtime too. Yes, coral is just in, isn't it? I really started falling in love with corals this summer, or last summer. It's brothers, right? Totally, it's brothers. Let's try this on my lips. Now, this is a satin. I already know I'm going to cover it with something, right? So I'm just going to lightly go on this to get a nice base, and then I'm going to cover it with a different color, because I like my gloss. Okay, so this is just a really nice base, and then let's figure out what color I'm going to cover it up with. But of course, before we go to the movie today, we gotta go eat. And where else can anyone guess? Where does a 6-year-old want to go for their birthday? And I'm like all about it because it's cheap. McDonald's, right? Totally McDonald's. Okay, I'm gonna do this new shade of the season called Maui. It is I believe, is it semi-gloss or gloss? I never remember. And it still has that corally color. It's like a pinky coral, but it has some like kind of goldish shimmer. It's kind of hard to, but do you see how you can tell it's a gloss because it shimmers there? I just got it on my compact. So now I turned my Seint Tropez into a gloss. So pretty. And then let's go a little bit. Should we go a little sparklier? I don't think so. I'm gonna go in with my cream illuminator. I don't really feel like sparkles today, so I'm gonna go in to, I'm gonna feel beachy though. I told you I'm like feeling summer vibes right now. I'm gonna go with my shape brush. This end, the small end, is like my go-to so much for my cream illuminators lately. This is Seint number 5. It is the rose gold illuminator infused with kind of a coconutty smell. It's so good. It smells so good. Sarah, did you end up getting number 5? I can't remember now. Or was it your mom? I just heard a weird noise. I don't know what that was. And then whatever I have left over, I just wipe like behind my ears and just wipe it all over because I want to smell good. Okay. So that's my 3D foundation. with all my colors, keeping it very natural. I am going to do a quick kind of corally eye as well. Let me look at the time. Okay, we're doing good on time. I felt like I had something else I was going to... Oh, talking about perfume, did you guys see our new releases? I just ordered on Wednesday or Thursday, and my stuff's not here yet. I can't wait to show you. Yes, that's what it is. You won number 4 and your mom got number 5. That's correct. Which one is this in? Okay. So I'm only using 2 colors, well, maybe 3, for this look. And I feel like I've maybe showed it off before, maybe not. I am going to get my eyeshadow brush, if I can find it. Here we go. I don't know what I used it last on, so I'm just going to put this on my brush cleaning tile and clean off whatever color's on there. So our new releases, if you guys did not catch them, they are for perfumes. There's lots of new releases, but for perfumes, they're actually in like little vials almost. Is that what you call them? Vials? And they're spritz. Ladies, the flavors are like, there's something for everybody. You can get them individually, or I bought the whole collection. There's like fruity, there's vanilla, there's, it's a vanilla lavender. There's a very, I don't know what they called it, but it was a more very plain Jane. If you want just a hint of something, there's a, what else? Coconut. Ooh, you guys know I like that. But I'm excited about that because, sometimes I just want to spritz so my clothes also get that smell where I can't put the solid perfumes on there. So it'll be nice to kind of mix and match when I want. Yes? What? Did you knock? No. Oh, okay. Never mind. So the colors I'm going to use, this is my eyeshadow brush. I'm going into Havana Coral. Isn't that beautiful? And just tap it off. I'm going to put this over my entire lid. And one thing I learned in one of the makeup classes was the eyeshadow. It was advanced eyeshadow class I went to, I believe, by Kat Fairchild. If you guys don't follow Kat, she's one of our artist 10s. She's amazing. She's so nice. I had to go up and get a picture. You guys, I was such a fangirl. I saw her last year. I was too afraid. She was so close to me and I could have asked for a picture, but I was too scared. I was like, no, I'm going to bother her. Like, no, she knows that us artists love her, but she's so sweet. She's never like, oh no, no pictures, you know, like she's so sweet. Anyway, in her advanced class, she talked about really, starting out light and then you can always build up. So that's why it's so important to also tap. So you're not putting too much product on. And then you can always go back up and build up color if you need more. So for me, this was a light layer, but you know, our eyeshadows are so highly pigmented that I don't think I'm going to need it. But I can always go back in at the end if I want to just build up that color a little bit more if I want. But start out very light and just build it up. Okay, so that was Havana. Now I'm going to go into, here it is, Riviera. This is a very pretty shimmer. And I always like to use my fingers. You can use a brush. I just don't think you get as many sparklies. But I'm going to go in and just put this all over my lid. Oh, I feel like someone's already here. They're early, but that's okay. Oh, I feel bad that they're here already. Sorry. Okay, so then I just put the Riviera right there. So pretty, right? And then I'm just going to turn over to the fluffy end and just blend it out in case I had some weird harshness, like harsh lines. And then the only reason I'm going to add a third color is here because I do want a little bit of a color underneath. But first I'm going to go in with that Havana and bring a little bit of that lightness and extra color underneath just to make it pop a little bit more. And then I'm just grabbing a dark brown. I don't know if I have, usually it's, let's see, Philly or Cocoa, one of those. And then I'm going to use that like as my liner. So this dark, just put a little bit here in that outer corner and then drag it down. Find that outer corner. Just kind of press it in. Do you see how I'm pressing it in there? And then I'm just going to drag it down. And that's it. And then you can always flip it over and just swirl it in. So it's just a nice blend there. So pretty. Love this coral look. So many fun colors and feels so springy, summery today. Well, thank you guys for hopping on. I better go. I'm going to do mascara. Yeah, I'm excited for a fun day of celebrating my son's birthday with his friends. It should be a good time. I'm sure I'll share pictures later. So thanks for hopping on. Again, if you're watching this in replay, make sure you comment below so I know that you caught the video. Love you all. Have a great weekend. Bye.